outside Irving. Fires for three. The shot is off. Good D by Holiday. The Pelicans last season a very solid team rebounding too. Top to bottom, the team they would rebound as a team.
And one of the metrics that I do like, that they led the league in contested rebounds. I mean, that speaks to the effort that this team competed with. And winning those 50-50 rebounds means more than just collecting any old miss.
You know, you look at the Pelicans, and it's not surprising, guys, to hear that they led the way for league in contested rebounds. I mean, they fight for every inch of space on the floor, and rebounding is just part of that mentality they have.
And guys, going forward, the Pelicans will need to continue that mentality to grow into a playoff team. They'll have to have a blue-collar work ethic. That means continuing to fight for all those 50-50 rebounds.
Goes up, and Asik throws it down.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And it's Davis finishing it off.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Oh, get the rebound, bro.
And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Here's Evans. The kick out to Holiday. Here's Davis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. 7 points for Anthony Davis.
They've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots.
Irving passes to LeBron. 6 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here.
Oh my freaking God, bro.
And with the way the Warriors went on a rampage last year, you knew that Alvin Gentry would be in demand. Was the architect behind the Warriors offense, is one of the best offensive minds in our league. And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could get... Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark? Brilliant throwdown.
Just exerting his authority on that play.
Here's Davis from outside off the mark. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Love kicks to LeBron. And oh, here we go, Evans. No one overhead.
And with that speed, once he took off, the D just had no chance of getting back.
Well, I think they did the right thing. I mean, just give up the 2 points and move forward. Hey, discretion is the better part of valor sometimes. Write that one down, game players. Discretion is the better part of valor.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for New Orleans.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
Irving from long range. That doesn't go in either for Irving. Here's Evans. A beautiful reverse layup.
5 straight buckets conceded in transition.
Greg, and it starts with court balance, I think. Typically, the guards have to be alert and ready to prevent the runouts and that first initial point of attack.
Irving attacking, and he gets it to go. Irving's got his second bucket.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Holiday inside the line. No good off the front iron. And that does it for the first quarter. Pelicans on top, up by 9. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. Guys, what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
You know, they're not going to sit back and just take jump shots. It's all about attacking the paint and getting to the rim.
That's who they are. They've been the aggressor early, attacking the hoop and getting into that paint.
7-4 now for the Pelicans. Norris Cole is out there with Quincy Pondexter. Then it's Cunningham. Then there's Anderson. And it's Ajinça in at the 5. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Cavaliers trail by 11. Dellavedova kicks to Mozgov. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
Three-pointer, Dellavedova. And that one's good. Dellavedova's got his first 3 points of the game. Feeds to Pondexter. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down. You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
Right side jumper. And that's a foul called an Alexis Ajinça. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Fry dishes to Mozgov. Clock at 4. Smith kicks to Dellavedova. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Dellavedova's got 6 points. You mentioned, GA, the Cavs and their comebacks. They actually overcame double-digit deficits for 13 of their 53 wins last year.
Yeah, and Kevin, I remember their biggest one being a comeback after being down 17 points. I mean, but when you have the star power that the Cavs have, no comeback is out of the question. You're just never safe against this team.
And Dante Cunningham gets the whistle that time. Fraud, he's checked in for Smith. In for your Cavaliers, LeBron James. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. LeBron outside. 4 on the shot clock. Inside. Here's Mozgov. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. For the Cavaliers, Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. And Kevin Love has subbed in for Channing Frye. Davis is checked in for New Orleans. Gordon comes in for Dante Cunningham. Pondexter, no good.
And good defense there to play up and get a hand in the face.
Well, he's got a tough mindset. He's confident as a defender. And when you combine those two things, it makes it real hard to score on him. Tell you what.
Yo, look at him open lanes all day.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Seems like a
Definitely
love
a jam with
song.
emphasis.
Seems like a
Big apostrophe or
love
exclamation point.
song.
Maybe even a question mark, partner.
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Last year, the Pelicans, Greg, pushed their way into the postseason. It was a neck-and-neck battle for that number 8 spot, as you recall, with the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And how about the excitement down the stretch? And they were able to edge out the Thunder and Russell Westbrook on that just point binge down the stretch there. And what a final day that was. A big, huge win over the Spurs.
Yo.
Get into the postseason for the first time under the Pelican moniker.
It's deflected. It's stolen by Iman Shumpert. On the wing, Thompson.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And as you said, I mean, New Orleans made the playoffs for the first time under the name Pelicans. Unfortunately for them, they ran into the Warriors in the first round and were promptly swept away.
Nice shot by Evans.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Make him fall
Holiday against Irving. Poked away. It's stolen by Davis. The shot and game clock separated by 4. The Cavaliers trail by 11. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Love. And that's now 6 points for Kyrie Irving. Evans passes to Holiday. Back to Evans. It's tipped. And stolen by Love. Can't get it to go. And that concludes the first half. Pelicans lead by 9. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter.
Pull up a dirty sticks. Yeah.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, the effort and intensity from a defensive standpoint has just really been superb, really firing up his team.
Guys, I love his activity, controlling the court, blocking shot after shot out there. He's really made a statement at the defensive end.
If I ever line, I grew up with better one. And if I'm at that point, we're waking up every day on my ground. I gotta give it time, you know, time to see when I see him.
Having a nice break to get hydrated with Gatorade. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
I just love the tenacity on the defensive side. I mean, his play on D has been a huge factor for them as he continues to get steal after steal.
Yo.
As the game moves on, I think he should continue to be
Boy,
aggressive to keep ball handlers off balance.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the 5 down low. Here's Holiday. And then Usher with the dunk.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly. I'll tell you what, it was a really strong year for the Cavs. 53 wins for them, good for the 6th best mark in team history. A lot of those wins also came against the West, making it even more impressive.
The Pelicans look good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
Yep, it goes in, and the Pelican lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Irving. Cavs were very strong against the West. 18-12 record for them overall, second only to the Hawks in the East.
And they really turned it on against the West from mid-January on. How about going 14-1 in the West in their last 15 matchups, and that included a 10-game win streak against the West.
And Asik sends it back. Wow!
1 for 4 from the field since halftime. They're having a tough time getting it going here.
Almost intimidating the defense there. They didn't even try to get back on defense.
Well, I don't think it would have mattered even if they did try to get back.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Anybody was going to beat him to the bucket there.
Irving for 3. That doesn't go in.
Yo, give it to us, man.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Evans, good.
Yeah.
Evans has got 8.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
And that one's good. And that's now 11 points for Kyrie Irving.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game. And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Boy, it sure seemed as though he's done it every time. It's been an awesome display of passing for him today.
Just 5 to shoot. There's the triple.
That kind of.
Another miss by Irving.
You know, even against defense as tight as that, you expect him to bury those.
Crazy.
Yeah, I don't know, though, Clark. That defender was on him like glue on that possession. That would have been a heck of a bucket, even though we've seen him hit those in the past.
Here's James. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. James has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Some nice passing here by New Orleans. And Holiday
Boy,
kicks
you
to Davis.
up.
Thompson with the rebound.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. It's surprising. They had a lot of new faces
Yo, LeBron.
bringing together.
Come on, man.
It didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being, as we saw.
Yo, he just moved both his feet up.
Fumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got him going, I think.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Shumpert checked in for J.R. Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving.
And those mid-season trades for the Cavs really turned things around. Mozgov came in, J.R. Smith and Shumpert secured that 2 spot. Gave this team an incredible edge defensively.
Boy, you what? You better not miss these.
Yeah, and you know, they built the roster to how they played best.
Oh, my God.
I mean, it was a great job, I think, by the front office to get the players that fit best into the locker room and into the team style of play.
J.R. Smith checked in for LeBron.
You know, as the season wore on, guys, the Pelicans became a matchup that nobody wanted to see. Very tough against teams and had very few weaknesses, too.
You know, the rest of the D can be stretched a little thin when the double team's in place like that.
Oh, for the Pelicans last season, they were a tough matchup. The defense was one thing, but their mentality, the way they thought through the game was fantastic.
Yeah, and Kevin, you look at their record against other playoff teams.
Oh, bro, you so trash.
Never thinking they were at
So
a disadvantage
trash.
on the floor. And having that kind of confidence in a young team, that only really speaks for a positive moving forward.
And again, New Orleans has no up. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And J.R. Smith with the slam.
Really hard to decide, guys, which was better, the pass the catch, or the slam.
Clark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend.
Oh, he better not have made that.
All the way around.
And guys, you know what? You wouldn't know that they're the team that's actually trailing with how they were able to pull that play off.
Ajinça dishes to Cole. And here's Anderson from the arc.
Right there, you better not have made that.
Anderson can't get that one to fall. There's the steal.
Yo!
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Pelicans leading by 11. So for New Orleans right now, Evans and Davis, the forward tandem. Gordon out there with Norris Cole. And it's Anderson in at the 5. Davis lays it up and banks it in. Davis has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Pelicans.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Here's Cole. Right side, Gordon. 6 on the shot clock. And that's Evans penetrating.
Boy, you watched it.
That orange as tight as he could.
Yeah,
no way he was going to lose that thing on the way up. You're right, Clark.
And better safe than sorry on that one, guys.
Fry passes to Dellavedova. Fires the 3. No good from Fry.
I got my
The
car
Pelicans shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. And he gets it to go. And 12 points for Tyreke Evans.
He's their go-to guy. When he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
Here's Smith. A second chance effort. And that's 2 points on the layup.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
It's taken away by Smith. Throws it up high.
Oh my God! Oh no!
Good play defensively.
Bro, y'all trash.
Here's Gordon. And it's blocked. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. And Cleveland making a change here. Irving's checked in. Omer Asik, he's checked in for New Orleans. Holiday comes in for Cole.
Trying to run off, you know we popped in.
Here's Asik.
Pop!
And that one is hammered home.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
What are you about? Come on.
Irving against Holiday.
Oh, no,
3. No good from Irving.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
A step back shot here. No luck. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Pelicans leading by 13.
Ew.
And Holiday kicks to Davis. And the Pelicans get it back. Gordon for 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Pushing it up. Moving it up.
Oh.
Putting on a show for these people.
I cannot believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Are you kidding me?
I tell you what, Mama always said, if you got it, flaunt it.
Let it fly. Let it fly.
Mama said that, huh? And Davis, here we go. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Stops the dunk there. The best outcome in a bad situation.
You know, you don't like the foul, but if the alternative is giving up a dunk,
yeah, that's the close.
It's an easy choice to make. I think it sets a tone for
Who
your defense around the rim.
Boy, you washed up.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Fry. James comes in for Shumpert. And Smith subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Dishes it to LeBron. Stolen by Asik. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And if you thought this game was over already,
my
You're
God.
probably right.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, it's staring us right in the face, and we've been around long enough to
He missed him
know.
on quick. But you washed up. Booty, bro. Yeah. But you're washed up. Jazzo. Yo, hop on 2K, bro. What are you doing, bro? Are you gonna play 2K or not? Why? Okay. Buggy. I'm Boogie's friend. What's your overall, yo? Yo. Boy, you washed up.